The fact that a person makes healthy choices and establishes him or herself on a firm foundation is contagious. I mean, once people live around that kind of person, they see the peace, they see the strength, and they want it. And plus, then that kind of person actively contributes to society.
As individuals, I think it's very important to understand that we are not islands. The quality of our life and the quality of our health in many ways is affected by all the community that we have around.
Everybody needs to be part of the solution. We need the healthcare workers on board to make sure that the care is good. We need the patients that are delivering or the families that are delivering on board to make sure that they're healthy. We need their neighbors to look out for them, and we need the caregivers of those infants to also be knowledgeable of what they need to do to make sure that that infant is in good health and they're doing the right things while they have that infant under their care. So it takes a village. It's going to take our village. It's going to take the county and the city and really the state to pull together.
I think a lot of it starts with the individual, but also a lot of it starts with policy, and when we talk about better decisions, we have to create the conditions where people can make better choices. And when we talk about creating better choices, we're talking about things like giving people access to fresh foods, creating conditions in neighborhoods where people have access to quality education, no matter how wealthy or poor they are, creating opportunities for people to be able to participate in the workforce at all levels. I think we also have to ensure that people have quality, adequate housing, which is also a critical piece when we talk about nurturing children, particularly in the first years of their life.
Unfortunately, all the variables are so interconnected that if we don't take care of all the problems at the same time in a systematic way, we are not going to make much progress. We need to advance medicine, we need to advance research, but we need also to work very, very hard to minimize the disparities in this country and make sure that the healthcare that we are able to deliver reaches the masses.
Every community has to mobilize around this issue, figure out where families are at risk from what things they are at risk for, and fix those issues. The actual interventions that take place community to community are going to vary some.
We have to first take ownership of the problem. So we have to own that infant mortality is all of our responsibility. And then taking that a step backward, what can we do to fix it?
This is our problem that we have developed over time through historical policies and trends. It is our chance to right the wrongs that have been done in the past.
Get your political leaders involved. Make sure when you are voting for political leaders that it's people that are going to support the health of your community.
What people tend to look for is a silver bullet approach to things. Well, what's the script? I think part of it is the fact that you have to innovate around issues. And I think it has to be sort of a collective impact model where people innovate around addressing it. And a lot of that innovation will be led by people's heart and how much they care about it.
So I'm convinced that all segments of our community, all segments of society are going to have to come together. And in order to really impact infant mortality, we have to bring to bear all of the resources that we as individual organizations provide. But that way, we can achieve the collective impact that will really ensure the survival of our babies.
There's a lot of power in the mighty fist. It's one finger, but it's all five fingers in the mighty fist. And I think that if we break down the silos in our community and we do come together, I think that we can make change.
When we have an opportunity to make a decision to provide direct service or to impact policy or to create environments in our community, to do that knowing that every human being counts, that we are all human, that we are part of the human race, that it is us. It is not them and those, but it is us. We are human. And so making the best decision that you can so that everyone can have a rich social context, a rich circle of support, a rich economic context of support, and a rich environmental context, that circle of support. We have the power to do that. In fact, you have the power to do that. Come join us so that every baby is well and healthy